We are currently at Epcot. We are going to do a restaurant review at Rose and Crown. Love-hate relationship with Rose and Crown. What do you think?
Used to love it. No, I wouldn't say now we hate it, but it's gone down.
Yeah, so the very first time we ever came to Disney, loved it. They had a ton of food options, really great deals.
They had like a steak and fish and chips combo.
Yeah.
It was perfect. The steak was fantastic.
Since then, and since the last time we did a review at this place, they have changed the menu. It is much smaller. Much smaller.
4 choices.
Yeah.
2 appetizers, 4 entrees.
However, one of the main reasons why we are here doing this is because the dessert. It is one of our all-time favorite desserts, and I hope it still is as good as it once was, but it is the Sticky Toffee Pudding. But we thought, time to do a refresh review due to it being several years, restaurant being changed. Still hoping for some good dessert though. So that's what we're doing at Epcot to show you Rose and Crown.
Yep.
Let's go check it out. Now we did make a reservation for 5:30, and the sad thing is there's actually quite a bit of reservations open. I think that's due to the reduced menu size. And Timber noticed something, that fish and chips. Explain the fish and chip story.
Well, and I'm sure there are some differences, but at the Rose and Crown, the fish and chips entree is, I think, $31. It's around $30 regardless. And then next door at the Yorkshire County Fish House, I think it's called, they have fish and chips as well, but for $13. Now, the portion size is probably different, so that may play into it somewhat, but $31 for fish and chips at a theme park is kind of wild, I think.
Especially when you could get the steak and fish and chips for like $30 back in the day. So anyway, we'll see. Another thing, it rained on us on the way here, and looks like it could possibly rain on us again. So we're gonna try to book it to the reservation. Reservation's in about 10-ish minutes, so we should be right on time. Now, obviously, Rose and Crown, located in the UK Pavilion. We're gonna go up here, take a right, just right there. It's not that far of a walk. I just looked, and the app offers you to check in, so when you're within distance, be sure to go to the app and check yourself in. Today does not seem like a very busy day, so I know there was a ton of reservations open. Days like today, probably pretty relaxed to get checked in and get seated right away. Come up here, walk by Mickey and Friends. Just keep to the right, you'll get there. I wouldn't go all the way over this far. I would still go down the center, and then when you get to the very end, take a right. So as you're making your way to Canada, you can actually see Rose and Crown right over there on the water, where those umbrellas are. Really not that far. And I just got checked in, so they said they will send a text when the table's ready, which will probably be very soon. And literally, as I just said that, I got a text saying the table's ready. I don't think it'll be a busy one here at Rose and Crown today. It's right here in front of us. The way it works though, you got the dining room, which you'll check in right here at this little green spot, the pub over on that way, and then the little fish and chips stand is just around the corner. But we're gonna check in at the dining room, Rose and Crown. There's the menu, 4 to 9. Again, the pub's over here. I love the way the pub looks. You can sometimes get an indoor seat or an outdoor seat. We'll see which one we get. If we head this way, let's see. We are gonna be inside. Nice. So you do have outdoor seating right here next to the water. And you can see there's the bar over there. Ooh, we're gonna be right over here. Here's what the interior looks like. Got some plates up there. Again, the bar over there. Some decorations. And then we are right here. Let's have a look at the drinks. So there used to be, we'll see if, It is on there? Okay, there's
Cider
a
and blackcurrant.
drink that we absolutely loved. I'll show you it when I find it. But beer and hard cider, signature cocktails, pub blends. Oh, the cider and blackcurrant right there. That is so good. I might do it just to show it. It's good though. Scotch, whiskey, wine list, flights, beverages, sangria. Also started out with some waters here, but that's a look at the drinks. Yeah, I think I will do the cider and blackcurrant. It's good. Have you done the snake bite? Is that the other one you've done maybe? The shandy? I thought you've done something else. I don't know, but
I maybe did
the black malt.
Irish hen, maybe, because it has old speckled.
Oh yeah, Irish hen. I think you're right. Then if we look at the menu, so the menu's much smaller, as we've mentioned before, and 2 appetizers. I can't believe the Scotch egg is $15 though. That's pretty expensive. Here are the signature favorites. So you just got a couple things there. Some entrees. Desserts, there is the Sticky Toffee Pudding, top-notch dessert, and some non-alcoholic specialties. We do get annual pass holder discounts. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I just have a hard time paying $31 for fish and chips. So for sure going to get the Sticky Toffee Pudding, and then we also ended up getting, both of us, the cider and blackcurrant. Although I do not think the fish and chips are worth $31. It is their signature dish, so I feel like since we are doing a review of it, I pretty much have to get that one. Not a fan of the price. We do get a slight discount, but not enough to justify $31 for fish and chips. So I'm gonna do that. Of course, we're gonna share the Sticky Toffee Pudding. And I'm not sure what Timmer's doing. Shepherd's pie. So both of the signature favorites. I stepped outside for a second because there's been multiple times we've had seats out here overlooking the water. That storm in the background. And back in the day, I think they still do it, but you do have like a dining option to where you can watch the fireworks, because if you're sitting right here, fireworks are there. That's a great seat. Here's a look at the water. I like the ice they put in there. I can already tell you water's gonna be good, Disney water. And then the drink. I almost just spilled the drink everywhere. Doesn't really scoot very well, but there we go. There's the drink. Here's the water. Yeah, it's good. Here's the drink. Now that is good. Honestly, that would be a top 5 drink for me. Probably of all time. That's solid. They did bring some vinegar for the fish and chips. That's Timber's way of eating it. I am tartar sauce or ketchup. Shepherd's pie. That was fast. That took no time. Like, I'd say five or so minutes, but that does look really good. And then here's fish and chips. You do get quite a bit of fish with that thing though. And then chips. Crispy chips. Didn't even have time to drink much of this drink. Again, top-notch drink. Go ahead and eat a chip. Dip the chip in ketchup. They are hot. Ooh. Standard good chip. Now I will say, I'm hoping the food's top-notch, because even if they only have a couple overpriced items, if it's top-notch, sometimes makes it worth it. Now this is very hot. Ow, I just burnt my finger off. Yep, give me a second. We're gonna just sip on the drink for a second. Kind of see what the shepherd's pie looks like. It's very hot, she said. Yeah, you can see the steam pouring off of it. But she also said very good. We'll do a recap once we kind of can eat a little bit more, but just know temperature-wise, very hot. So we've been here several times. We took Timber's family here once. We also came with a couple of friends. Funny story about when we came with friends. We were filming some, not daily, just some. And we were in here eating, and there was a guy doing a review, and my friend looked over at me and said, "That's gonna be you one day." So he was correct. Here I am filming in Rosencrown. That's all right though. Let's try the fish. Now I will say that's good. That's really good. Nice and crispy. The fish is good. Tartar sauce is good. Maybe if you didn't want to spend a whole lot of money, you could share this because this is a lot of food. Either one really, but that is good. So I'm glad for the price that it's at least tasty. So Timber said this is super good. I would have to say the same. That is delicious. She's gonna try the fish and chips, but I mean they're very good fish and chips, if I'm being honest. So far everything's been great. Also something cool with Disney is the cast members have their name badges show where they're from, and the one helping us is from Inverness. Not the Inverness that we lived in, just hour and a half from here, but Inverness, Scotland. Now there's always somebody that comments on why we share food, but this would be a perfect instance of sharing food. Had we shared, it'd be half the price. We wouldn't be so full like we are right now, because I still have a lot of fish left and you still have a lot of pie left. So that's why we usually share, save money, not stuff ourselves. I am unable to finish the fish and chips. Came close. Thing with Disney though is you're more than likely not going to get a box, because what are you going to hang on to a box at the park? So that's why, again, when you're in a park, if you want to save money, not stuff yourself or waste food, definitely share. We just ordered the Sticky Toffee Pudding. And here's the Sticky Toffee Pudding. So it has changed. It used to be, there is custard in there though, right there, but it used to have custard drizzled all over the top of it. And they used to not have all this other stuff. So it's changed slightly. I think in the last video, we probably have footage of what it looked like. As long as that whole centerpiece is filled with custard.
Crumbled up crunchy.
Oh yeah.
The honeycomb,
yeah.
the one I like.
I think it was. I think that's what it said.
Oh, was it?
I think so, maybe, but we'll try it. I'm not mad by any means. I do wish though this was custard, but if it's full of custard, then that's good. All right, do we have, well,
Yeah, it's custard.
it's pretty full, so.
There you go.
All right, let's try it. Timber's mom makes them now and does a fantastic job, but here we go. So still a very solid dessert, but I don't know if it still makes the top as my favorite. It's up there. If they drizzled it in custard, it'd be still up there. The actual, what do you call it, like pudding piece is still solid. They just need to add more custard. However, the Claremont Fish House, I do think, has surpassed Rose and Crown as the best Sticky Toffee Pudding. So shout out to Claremont Fish House. Theirs is fantastic. This one's still good though. Kind of a bummer though, because the whole video was kind of centered on, oh, this is one of our favorite desserts. It is still a solid dessert, but
I would still recommend getting it.
I would still recommend getting it. So would Timber. About finished off the drink, pretty full, waiting on the bill. It's gonna be pretty pricey, unfortunately, but I have to say, better than I thought it was gonna be, even with the limited. Still expensive and not a lot of choices. So Shannon was a fantastic server. That's the one from Inverness. You can see we got $7 off basically, which says 10%. You know, it's not off alcohol, I don't think. I think that's what it is. But $91, that is insane. Looking back, again, just share one of them. You could essentially share a drink and share an entree, so take basically $40 off. Not bad for like 50 bucks, but whew, that's expensive. One last look at the bar before we head back outside. Now just over to the side, you can see down there the fish shop. That's the one.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people actually prefer that, but this one was great, not gonna lie. That was our trip out to Rose and Crown. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Still expensive, but if you're coming to Disney and you want a sit-down place and you're already going to spend the money, it's good food at least.
Yeah, you're right. Like, typically, Disney's going to be, I already know comments, way too expensive, but Disney's going to be more expensive than others. So if you're already going to pay for more, you hope the food is good, and this food was good.
Yeah.
A little bit bummed on the Sticky Toffee Pudding, as that was not as good as it has been.
The Sticky Toffee Pudding is good.
That's
it just
right.
doesn't have as much custard.
Correct. The way they dressed it up this time was not as good as previous times.
Right.
But you are paying a pretty price at this location. So would recommend sharing, and just know not a huge selection. However, the staff, cast members, very good. So anyway, that's a little refresh review here at Rose and Crown. And if you have never been, here's the updated version of it. We are stuffed though, and I think we're gonna call it. With that being said, that does it for today. Thanks for watching.